Our quest for One-Eyed Willie's treasure was uploaded using NOMAD INTERNET. If you need fast, reliable internet, check the description below.
So today we have something really fun planned. We are in Astoria, Oregon, and we are going to go on a scavenger hunt looking for filming sites from the movie
The Goonies, one of our favorite 80s flicks.
There are, well, predominantly the movie was filmed here in the Astoria area, and so there are tons of filming sites to see. We're just going to go ahead and get right to it, starting with probably the most popular of all the Goonies filming sites.
That's right. We're headed to the Goonies house.
First things first, we've read online that you cannot actually park near the Goonies house. It's a private residential area. We were actually suggested to park here at the Safeway and kind of walk up there. It's about a 10-minute walk. However, we have no idea if we're even going to be able to see the house or get up close to it, because in the past there have been issues with people vandalizing the house and all those kinds of good things, so the owner has kind of restricted people being able to come. But fingers crossed that today we can actually get up there and see it.
Okay, so we've made it to the drive. It does say it's a private drive, but there are signs that say that it's okay to walk up, no cars, and there's even a sign under the mailbox that says, yes. Here we go. So here it is in all its glory, the Goonies house.
Like I said, it's privately owned, so you can't go inside, but at least they're allowing you to come up the driveway and to take a look. There's also a donations box here right beside the house, so if you feel so inclined, you can leave a donation. They even have like a scanning code for, I think, like Venmo or one of those things.
Or PayPal or something like that.
Something like that, so you can leave a donation. I wish we could go inside, but I'm just happy to see it in person.
When you come here, one of the reasons why they blocked access is because a lot of people threw garbage, beer cans, cigarette butts, was trampling all over the yard and garden. If you come here, just be respectful, respect the boundaries.
House.
Yeah, this is somebody's house, so enjoy, but be respectful.
So right down the hill from the Goonies house there is the Astoria Coffee Company. It's like right on the main road. This was also a brief filming location for the movie. So right out here across the main road you'll see a crosswalk, and that is where the maid or housekeeper Rosalita was crossing the road in the opening scene where the cop cars were chasing the Fratellis, and that's about it. But stop in and get you a cup of coffee after visiting the Goonies house, and check this out too.
We have left the Goondocks and have headed into the actual town of Astoria, where the original jail in the movie, where the Fratellis break out in the beginning, is here. Another cool note: the Jeep Cherokee used in the escape is also here, and look, it still has the bullet holes in the back from the chase scene where the cops are shooting at the Jeep. That's pretty cool. So inside the jail now, there is a film museum. There's a few films that have been filmed here in Astoria, including Kindergarten Cop, of course the Goonies, and some other ones, but we're focusing on the Goonies. Now, we're gonna just dip in here into this jail cell. So this cell is where one of the Fratelli brothers was hanging and, well, pretending to have hung himself to attract the attention of the guards so he could overtake them before Mama Fratelli drove up in the escape vehicle. Pretty pivotal part of the movie. They have a little setup where you can actually take your mugshot here, and you can see that some of the Goonies cast members have stopped by and did just that. And look what we just found. We actually found One-Eyed Willie's treasure. That's amazing. It wasn't nearly as hard as they made it out to be in the movie. Looks like there's 2 more jail cells in here that hold Goonies memorabilia, including Data's jacket with all of its gadgets. So they have this really cool area where you can film your own little movie or whatever. They have cameras set up, kind of like a movie set. But behind me is one of the 5 statues that is pretty famous in the Goonies. As you can remember, one of the parts actually broke off. Chunk actually glued it on the wrong way. This one looks pretty intact.
So we had a lot of fun doing the little mini filming in there, and they're supposed to send us copies of them. So if we do get copies of them, you're actually going to see this, and right after I get done running my app, you're going to see shots of the film. It's going to be so awesome.
Hello. I didn't have a chance to introduce myself last week. My name is Edward Cullen. You're Bella.
I'm...
Ladies first.
You've been gone.
Yeah, I was out of town a couple of days for personal reasons.
Perfect.
Action!
What's the matter?
I have a headache.
It might be a tumor.
It's not a tumor. It's not a tumor at all.
Just to keep on, mother boys. Don't get into a four-wheel drive and hold on to your hats.
Little pigs, let me come in, not by the hair on your chinny chin chin. Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in.
So up next we are in the Flavel Museum.
Now, if you remember from the movie, Mikey's father was the assistant curator at a museum. It wasn't the Flavel Museum. They didn't mention it in the movie, but this is where Mikey's dad was the assistant curator.
And you'll also, there's a scene where the Goonies are riding their bikes down a hill and you'll see them kind of riding past the Flavel Museum. It's a really beautiful, beautiful house.
It's gorgeous. It's definitely worth a stop. Even if you're just here for Goonies stuff, come and check this place out. It's really neat.
Yeah, so it was built in the Queen Anne kind of era of houses. And so everything, it's got some beautiful ornate stuff on the outside structure. But I just really appreciate places like this because they're so beautiful. And you can see how they lived because this place was built back in the late 1800s, like 1883, 86. I can't remember.
I thought it was 1811.
No.
I don't know.
Anyway, it's beautiful.
We're moving from the Flavel House to the Lower Columbia Bowling Center. This is the famous part of the scene where Chunk witnessed the Fratelli police chase. And look what they have here. They have props. They have pizza. I don't know what Chunk was drinking in the movie, but I think it was a strawberry milkshake maybe. But yeah, so you can come here and actually recreate that scene if you wanted to. But now, we're going to join Red, White, and Bethune and do a little bit of bowling here, because why not? I haven't bowled in years. It was fun.
I'm really bad at it.
I am too. I'm not any good. So now we're going to leave Astoria and hit a little bit south to our final location for our little Goonies adventure.
So we are going to be headed to the beautiful Cannon Beach to check out Haystack Rock and Sunset.
We decided to take a little trip with Jen and Kyle down here to Cannon Beach.
This is one of the most popular beaches here in Oregon. You hear about it all the time from any Oregonian you know. We actually knew some people who got married here. It's actually just a really, really beautiful beach, and its main attraction is Haystack Rock.
Besides Haystack Rock, there's also a lighthouse. If you can see it, it's way, way, way out there. It's the Tillamook Rock Lighthouse. This was built with great difficulty and at great expense. They also had a problem with keeping light keepers here. There were so many storms and the conditions were so rough, even those people who went out there, when they came back, they didn't want to go back. So they actually looked inland to find additional workers to go out there and run the lighthouse. Now today it's no longer an operating lighthouse, it's actually a repository for the dead. For a fee, you can actually take your loved one's ashes and have them sent out there for all of eternity, or when the waves and the wind finally tear the lighthouse down. So what do you guys think?
It's amazing. It's beautiful, like breathtaking.
Pretty beautiful, not gonna lie.
10 out of 10, RWB approved.
Well, I guess you heard it here. Are you cold?
10 out of 10, breathtakingly cold. In our next video, our adventures in the Pacific Northwest continue. So don't forget to like this video, hit that subscribe button, and that notifications bell. And until next time, stay wonderful.
Call it a day.